Why don't rush up for nothing? Why don't rush up for nothing? Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution.
I gotta turn the music off. Alright. Music. Options. I don't want to hear that. Someone put me out 'cause he's on fire. Sure, we can resume this game. Probably end up being 1-1 after this game. Yeah. Yep, because they're already 14-0, so who knows? Who would ever think that I would be?
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Viking football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. At their own 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here. They've got it 1st and 10.
That's a pass.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Bridgewater. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Dang it. Hit that big boy right there. That's the only reason why.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll be taken down.
You run it
back
on a 3rd and 22.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
At the 49-yard
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down.
Let's go, baby.
Into the end zone, touchdown, Minnesota.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Andre Roberts now to return it.
Get it.
Good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, almost in field goal position.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's got his big tight end, Fan. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got Travis Kelce. You got
out of the gun, Bridgewater.
Ball, because there's always going to be people around.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jones on the coverage.
To throw again, Brady. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Gronkowski the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before half for Brady. The Colts D sticking to their assignments. Brings up 4th. We have hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Vikings 10.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So no. In other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex.
Oh, baby, let's
traffic,
go.
And it's intercepted.
Let's go. Nothing
By
can
the
stop that.
linebacker,
Let's go.
C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the INT, it's Brady. He lets it fly for Lockett and almost intercepted.
Bro.
It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, so I threw a
He was
pick
covered by Trey Boston.
Brady.
Throwing again. Brady. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read.
Let's go.
Score.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. Brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Roberts on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
There's an easy chance that I can still lose this game on their own
24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
That's not a single yard.
Drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, let's go make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
It's like 2 feet away.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you. No matter what position you play,
Brady's going to get hurt,
you've got to take care of the rock.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
This will be caught inside the 10. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold?
Before even going through the ball.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
But we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
27.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
All right, the reason why that sky kick was just because he did like John
the return. The Colts take over first and 10. At their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. He'll get this to Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete.
Bridgewater's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Bridgewater on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kyler Fackrell coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Wait. The ball came out. That could have been a fun one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch.
Oh, no. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Adam Shaheen there to make the grab. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there.
Dude, this is
who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Get in any zone
in the offense. Down 28-27. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Incomplete. Byron Jones on
No, I
the
can't run it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
I'm going to take a risk.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third will win it. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Colts 28.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a
the
miracle
dub,
there
boys.
at the very end, but
Back
they
him up.
couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will...
Nuts. Hey, I mean, that was just a really good game for both teams. But it was a good game. It was a good game.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
It's not like...
Start your week by installing your game plan.
For the trade block.
You have grades for each position that range. Browse available players to improve your team.
Oh, yeah, you think I'm going for them? Left tackle. Yo. Where's the trading at? Trade center. Nah. Left tackle. I mean, my team's not bad. It's It's not the greatest. Oh, I'm gonna win this game. Yep, I'm gonna win. Even though they have a better projected overall, still gonna win. 3 passing TDs. That's all I read. Oh wow, Stephon Diggs is over there. Okay. Baker. Oh, TJ Watt, you're so good. Oh my gosh, so good. No one cares about him.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Yes, sir.
It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by their 26-year-old quarterback in his 6th season from Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 30.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And this will complete to Will Fuller. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mack. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Mack, the ball carrier.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 12 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Winston. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle.
Oh, they get to the football. It's
it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. Look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
So much for our first points in the game.
27
yards midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week to a really, really hot start. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's got Lockett. And he will have the Vikings first down. He's able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Tyler Lockett.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Pollard.
Why couldn't they give me the guy
to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Open down the middle of the field. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's our formation.
First down.
Now a carry from Mack. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tampa's 1-1.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in. Go play action, take a shot at the end zone.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Don't start.
Oh, let's go. Ooh.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
Nah, bro. Inch it, 1 yard's fine. 6 yards, I don't know about that.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And how about this? It's complete. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Jason Myers.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
Took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I ain't get this.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join
Oh,
Jonathan
dude,
Coachman and the gang in
Oh, this is
Orlando.
easy.
Coach will have stats and scores from the
Easy
early
yards
games
over here.
going on here around the NFL.
Never mind.
Well,
Gronk can't get you past
Brady
the trade.
intended for Gronkowski,
Hasn't
but
caught a pass.
incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Baker there on the coverage.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And that'll be tipped and intercepted. Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jameis now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Again, it's Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive
Who got
started,
injured? How do
they
you
had
get
6
injured?
points that they...
I want to see this. So some den good. Somebody got injured and said. Oh, this guy right here. That guy right there. I'm like, who
Thinking about it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the league. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Brady's pass.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The ball carrier.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Like I said last week, I know.
Throwing now is Brady. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Lockett, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And that makes it 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Brady. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
To throw again. Brady. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And you just screwed up.
Here's Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up second down.
And 10.
Running it to the right.
Jameis to throw it. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Jameis again.
Oh, that could have been
almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Covered by Malcolm Butler.
Stephon Diggs even got it.
To the air again with Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
I jumped way too late.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at Gronk, but
now a play fake. Brady fighting to stay upright. T.J. Watt just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up.
They're just all they're gonna do is they're gonna keep.
I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your opponent.
Let's go. That's why I freaking love Watt.
Alter what he does.
I love
Watt. Down defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
They actually let me get that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
See how they put the guy over there now. He's going to go great.
On 1st down, Brady forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now this a quick slant to Lockett. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And the lead will grow by one more. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 15. 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. The kick here is complete.
I'm surprised I made it hit, bro.
Sheesh.
You see that? Like, I just
first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Flipped it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Throwing, Winston. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Man.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
All they're going to do is
finding Knox there, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And some room to run now. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I guess he was
saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Come on.
This will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now with a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Fuller.
Winston's pass. Complete to Will Fuller.
So going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, we're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers? Bet. Went 3 games in a row. Easy, easy, easy. Oh, I forgot to set a... I forgot to set a goal at the beginning of the year.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. A portion of unused points will unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough or a bust. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue that.
He's a QB, though. All right.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency. These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them so you don't lose them next.
Let's see here. See, he's good. Kern, yeah, he's a punter. I don't really care for him. I don't care for him. Don't care for any of these people. Against the Texans, easy.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
What even are they? 1 and 2? Yeah, they're done. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, oops. Me. I'm gonna change my last to purple. My God, that's terrible. Oh, Derek Carr is gonna get crushed. Wait, does he even have a wide receiver to throw to? If he doesn't, I feel bad for him then.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas.
Holy cow, the Broncos are
It's
good.
week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the...
He's got a man complete.
Of course.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15.
Yes, sir.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Dude, it's for you. Oh, yeah, good. That's it. That's what I thought.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
Point after.
Dude, I almost got sacked on that, too.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Well, you're not going to throw. You're going to do it.
On first down, Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Josh Bynes coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Carr, and finding the tight end Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
This is one.
Cody Latimer, 81 yards. And the Texans are an extra.
Okay, here's tackle one. Tackle one, or at least a trip. There's just no way.
Point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Man,
that's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Man is straight, guys.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
By C.J. Henderson. All right.
Now Brady again.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brady's pass.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That'll be complete to Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of it, the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Literally, we would be all but pushed back.
C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Returnable for Lockett. Pushing through the contact. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we did? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 12 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
That's how you know it's going to be a good game.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he got
Holy cow, we actually held on
and
to
he
the ball.
pulls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those 2 often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will score.
All right, it's going to be the last
touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Rob Gronkowski. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I didn't even kick it with 100% power.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're 2nd and a yard from the 34.
The 34-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only one so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
5-yard line.
To throw again. Brady dancing to his left. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
I forget. How do you flip?
Brady. And this will be incomplete. Great physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Finds the open target, Arnold. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I'm scared now.
1 yard gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
13-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook.
Dude,
full
what a good
command
way
of
to
the way they wanted to attack.
Like,
Extra point by Koo,
the best
up and
player on the
good.
team gets injured.
And it's now 21-7.
3rd best.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Then what do? You get a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone.
First play.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
First play
Derek
they
Carr getting ready to go again on offense.
What a good way to start.
And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return this time will go out to the 42.
Dude, he threw that, and I knew right away. I'm like,
when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have guys back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Brady will try again on second down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
That's picked, yeah.
Oh, and a bad throw
tackled
there. It's intercepted.
That's
Picked up by
2 picks.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
What was I thinking?
Wide
A
open
run.
receiver complete.
At 46
Now the
seconds.
Texans have burned the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but now it's 3rd down. Now Carr again. And it's complete. Hooper. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second and
now it's Breida.
Oh, no.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 32-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting
Just drop the
again.
ball already.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Austin Hooper.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. On the right side, caught by Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Brady now on first down. Buying time to his left. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Coup now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead This one's now 28-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr has got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
Throwing again. Carr. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
Oh, that's it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now we have Kelsey. Slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him,
feel bad for him.
We'll step aside and be right back. Carr now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Carr to throw again. Caught right side, Tate.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Who got injured? Some Leary dude. What is the point of saying someone got injured?
Right.
That's something like a black dude.
1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They run again with Breida. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Auden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
At the 50-yard line.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And caught right side.
No!
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring
let them choose their own.
We'll stop you the next time, too.
12 yards there and a first down.
That'll be complete to Breida. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind.
No, you're supposed to turn around and intercept that.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 1st down. Carr to throw. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a 2nd down and 6. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Now the pressure's
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They have to go for it. They have to. If they don't go for it, they're not.
Like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Oh, let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
All right, I'm going to do a couple things, and then I'm going to insure.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides the ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gut.
Because they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad in IRL, so you got to get one from them in franchise. All right, I play the Seahawks next.
Start your week by installing your game plan. An offensive and defensive game plan. Each week you can, once you've made your game plan, choose to start training.
See some free agents. Nick Fitzgerald, the worst brother. All right, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll